So in the end, KKR breezed past Sunrisers in a not so spectacular final. I mean, credit to KKR for chasing down 113 so quickly, but it does seem a shame like a tournament with so many runs, the highest scoring tournament of all times, had to end this way. So, what did you take away from that final, Ayaz?
Well, Anil, very honestly, it was an anti-climax. I mean, the build-up was so fantastic. Two teams loaded with power hitters. Remember that Sunrisers Hyderabad had notched up the highest score of the season. In fact, 250 plus is something that they had scored twice, and 200 plus fairly often. So it was a bit of a, not a bit of a letdown. I think it was a major letdown to watch them crumble so easily against KKR. Taking nothing away from KKR, because I thought they bowled superbly, and always it was for me going to be the first power play is going to be the most crucial phase. If Starc got a couple of wickets, as he did even in the earlier match in the qualifier, then Sunrisers were going to be on the back foot, because what they lacked, what they had was fantastic power hitters, batsmen in the top five, but no greater depth in batting. Beyond Klaasen, there was not much heft in the batting, and that's exactly what happened. The minute they lost Klaasen, they just caved in. But obviously, the first couple of overs bowled by Starc and Webber, and then Harshit Rana later, just completely decimated Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yeah. So now that the IPL season is over, we like to end with your 11 of the tournament. So Ayaz, what have you got for us?
My 11. Okay, so let's. I'm going to roll it off from my tongue as it comes, or from the top of my head. Virat Kohli, Sunil Narine as the openers. I would actually go for Sai Sudarshan at number 3. He's been a very prolific run getter. He can turn his arm over a bit. At number 3, we tend to forget teams like Punjab and Gujarat, and they also played, and they've got some fantastic performers. The others didn't perform around Sai Sudarshan. That was the problem. So there's Kohli, there's Sunil Narine, there's Sai Sudarshan. At number 4, I would put Ruturaj Gaikwad, who had a fabulous season, but it's lost in this, the kind of runs made by the other, somebody like a Virat Kohli. He's got a lot of runs, 580 something, and at very high strike rate. So he would be my number 4. Then number 5 would be Riyan Parag, who had a fabulous season for Rajasthan Royals. For both Sudarshan and for Riyan Parag, this is a breakout season in many ways. They've been around for the past couple of years, but this is a breakout season for them. Number 6 would be Klaasen, Andrik Klaasen for me. He's one of the big reasons why Sunrisers Hyderabad reached the final. Yes, so I've chosen him as the wicketkeeper ahead of Sanju Samson and Rishabh Pant, taking nothing away from these two young Indians, especially Rishabh Pant, who's come back after a very serious injury, and he's come back and made a lot of runs. So did Sanju, who was in fabulous form. But Klaasen made the difference for his team by taking them into the final. Neither Pant and especially Samson couldn't do it. So I would go for Klaasen. And then there would be, for me, Andre Russell, who had a fabulous season with ball and bat. He's been, in many ways, a very influential character in KKR's win. Then there's Pat Cummins, bowled very well. I thought more than that, captain very well. So he would be the captain of my team, the IPL team for 2020-24. Mitchell Starc, we had a very ordinary first half. Went for plenty, leaked many runs. People were questioning whether he had been paid too much money for too little reward or return. But when the big occasion came, he was the guy who clinched it for KKR. 2 back-to-back Man of the Match awards tells you the kind of caliber he has. And then how many have I counted? Is that 9, 10?
I think 9.
You think 9? Yeah. Jasprit Bumrah, certainly. I thought, in my opinion, he was the best bowler of the tournament. Economy rates apart, even the fact whenever he came on to bowl, the other team was hassled, harried, and worried as to what he's going to do. And then I would pick Yuzvendra Chahal. There was a toss-up between him and Varun Chakravarti, who also had a fabulous season. So if I have to choose 12, that would be it. Chahal and Chakravarti. So it gives you enough depth in spin bowling, enough depth in fast bowling, because you got Bumrah, Starc, Cummins, and Russell. And I think enough, you got all-rounders in Sunil Narine and Andre Russell and then you've got a bunch of specialist batsmen. So that's my team.
Yeah, a very good team at that. And I think for me, maybe if I'm not being too conservative, I would probably slot Abhishek Sharma and Shivam Dube in the middle to hit the spinners. But more or less, and I would also like to have T. Natarajan or Harshal Patel, who both have had really good seasons, but they've been overlooked because of the brilliance of the others. So yeah, so there you have Ayaz's 11, and yeah, so now that this IPL season is over, we'll get back to our regular programming, which will include, of course, the T20 World Cup, big one that's coming up, and also the Olympics down the line. So yeah, that's it for this episode of Sports Room. We'll see you next time.